Welcome back. If you've just joined us on NDTV 24/7, we're going to take you straight across to Beed in Maharashtra, where the funeral procession of Gopinath Munde has now reached. You can see family members there on your screens of Gopinath Munde. Earlier in that very district, there was some stone throwing, and Gopinath Munde's daughter had actually intervened and asked supporters there not to throw stones. We're still trying to ascertain what really happened. We'll get you more details. There you can see there details of pictures there of Gopinath Munde's daughter trying to intervene there and asking the crowds that have gathered, and what a sea of crowds really there at that funeral, calling out to crowds, speaking to them, trying to reason with them and asking them not to stow thrones. In fact, it is Gopinath Munde's daughter who will be performing his last rites. Now, these are live pictures that we're showing to you from Beed in Maharashtra, where remember, Gopinath Munde's funeral procession has now reached. He's likely to be cremated this evening at about 4 p.m. His body was earlier brought to Latur, which is about 500 kilometers from Mumbai, this morning, where it was being taken to Nathra, which is in Beed's Parli area. And this is really the constituency of Gopinath Munde. Remember, he died in a road accident yesterday. His body was flown to Mumbai from Delhi last evening. First, when his body was at the BJP headquarters here in the capital, and then flown to Mumbai, where it was kept at the BJP headquarters there overnight for people to pay their last respects. And before his last rites are performed, people in fact have gathered, and huge crowds really have gathered there in Beed to pay their last respects, to pay their last tributes to their leader there. Ironically, the 64-year-old minister, really considered to be one of BJP's tallest leaders in Maharashtra, was on his way to the airport to go to Beed, that very constituency, his Lok Sabha constituency, for a victory rally when that accident took place here in the capital at the Prithviraj Road and Aurobindo Chowk cross section, right in the heart of the city. And we are now showing you live pictures of huge crowds really there in Beed in Maharashtra as they gather to pay their last respects to Gopinath Munde. There was earlier some stone throwing that did take place. We're trying to get you more details of that, but Gopinath Munde's daughter actually did intervene and asked the crowds, and the massive crowds really gathered there to refrain from throwing stones there. These are live pictures that we're showing you of Gopinath Munde's body there being kept in Beed in Maharashtra. His last rites will be performed this evening. His body was earlier flown to Mumbai from Delhi last evening and was kept at the BJP headquarters overnight in Maharashtra for people to pay their last respects to their leader. And in fact, you can get a sense of the crowds really there at that funeral procession. We believe senior BJP leaders Nitin Gadkari, Sushma Swaraj will be attending Gopinath Munde's funeral. My colleague Tejas Mehta now joining us for more on that. Tejas, we can see a huge sea of people really there at Gopinath Munde's funeral procession. Really, tell us when the last rites are likely to be performed. We're hearing that it will be this evening.
That's around 4:30. The cremation is likely to take place at the same factory which was actually, set up by Gopinath Munde itself in his home village. And the sea of crowd is actually a reflection of the huge popularity he had in his district of Beed and in the Marathwada region. So people from across the region and of course from across Maharashtra have all trooped in there. In fact, yesterday itself, announcements were made at the BJP headquarters in Mumbai that all those party workers who want to pay their last respect to Gopinath Munde and be there in Parli for the funeral, special train arrangements had been made for them to travel from Mumbai to Parli, and that's one reason why the large number of crowds we are seeing there. Of course, in a situation like this, it often gets completely out of hand, because even yesterday we were seeing that they had to constantly plead with party workers, not to really converge from all directions near Gopinath Munde's body, and it was very, very chaotic even in Mumbai yesterday. So one can just imagine how chaotic it would be in Parli too. But it's in a sense understandable given the huge emotions involved with this entire situation. Gopinath Munde, one of Maharashtra's tallest BJP leaders from the backward class, and he rose from simply being a mere worker of the BJP to becoming the union minister in Delhi itself. And this was perhaps, of course, his peak, political peak in a sense, and abruptly ended by that brutal, an unfortunate death which took place yesterday itself. So the large number of people naturally, very, very shaken by what really happened yesterday. People were crying in Parli itself, completely shaken by the news of Gopinath Munde's death.